Hey guys, this is Yousef with that'sitguys.com. I am doing a two-part series going over the two new maps that Infinity Ward just released to the public. So before we were able to confirm that there is going to be DLC coming out on January 24th for Call of Duty, now we hear that there are going to be two maps called Piazza and Liberation. So this is part one. I'm going to be going over the first map, which is Liberation, and then part two is going to be another video where I go over Piazza in detail. So I'm going to give you every single detail I have noticed in this video so you can know as much information as possible for each map, so that when the maps first come out you will definitely have an advantage point over the other team. So I'm going to fast forward through the video a little bit. I'm going to cut through random places, and then I'm going to stop about right in this area because this whole section is a promotion for Call of Duty Elite. So if we look at this video, there's a couple things I've noticed. First off, look at this guy. Awesome, another camping map. Thanks, Infinity Ward. You guys are awesome. Not. So one of the maps is a long-range camping map, and this map is called Liberation. And this is probably one of the reasons why this got like 50% dislikes. These are very close. They're off by like 5 or something. I can't do math. Anyways, and the other reason why this has so many dislikes is because half of this video is just a promotion for Call of Duty Elite. It's kind of like a mass advertisement. So I'm going to go in detail over this video, try to get you as much information as possible. So let's begin. So here it says content season. I'm going to go over every possible thing.
Remember, you get content every month for 9 months.
Did you hear that? Let's hear that.
Content for Modern Warfare 3. If you're an Elite Premium member, you get content every month for 9 months.
So that's 9 months. They said a year. Now it's 9 months. Okay. Call of Duty
Subscribe all of the content from your content month. The Modern Warfare multiplayer maps.
So let's pause right here. Here we see all the maps, and then we see two new ones on top.
Kicks off with two multiplayer maps.
Here. Liberation and Piazza. These are not in the normal maps. These are new maps that is not released to the public. So let's take a look at Liberation a little bit. Here we see it is a big map. This map is a good map for long range, sniping, Type 95, any long range weapon. This is going to be a good one. This is also a map that very much encourages camping. But let's go over this map right here. So there is a fountain in this one called the Piazza Fountain, located in New York, and I thought that fountain would be in the middle when they first released the picture, but clearly it's not. There's this random bridge, unless it's like one of these not on the map. I think the fountain will be in one of the spawn points, either here or back here, and I think it is this one just because of the small circle. So you notice there's a lot of bridges and a couple stairways, and these stairways again very much encourages sniping as well as the bridges. The bridges, I think the rule of bridges for Infinity Ward is that they have to have cars on them. These little blocks are cars. And well, I'll go over the map a little more. Let's fast forward. So this is Piazza. I'm going to go over the map in detail, the footage in detail, but right now let's go over the map a little bit. So it is a very, very small map, which is great. It fits in the Modern Warfare 3 series because all the maps are small. Of course, they do need to release some long-range ones. They showed a little bit. They showed domination, and A is right here, so I'm guessing this is where the spawn point is. As you can see, there's a lot of stairs, which means there's a multi-level, and a lot of secret pathways in the back. Maybe this. I think most of the chaos is going to be around this whole area in specific. Coming here, that little bubble I'm circling. So let's go ahead to the footage.
One is called Piazza. This
is Piazza.
One is called Piazza.
Now, if you take a look at this, we see that there's a floor level and there's this second level. This second level, I believe it is going to be blocked off. Like there's no possible way to get there, even though there's stairs on this map. Keep in mind this is Piazza. There's still, I think this is still going to be blocked off, just because up here there's no wall to keep you in this upper position, and there's chairs up there. I think this is going to be blocked off. And over here, just because of this little roof right here, people can go, maybe find a way to go on the roof, go here, and maybe Infinity Ward does not like that. So I think this is going to be blocked off. If it is not going to be blocked off, then this is going to be just a little pathway, nothing special. If someone's going to camp, they're probably going to camp right here in front of this building and watch this area. If somebody's camping here, they probably have an assault rifle. If they're camping here, they probably have a sniper rifle. And here is a little pathway, so this is definitely going to be a gaming position. And I think one of the spawn points was back here. And if we look at the next little clip,
This takes place on the coast of
right
Italy.
here. I think this is what I was just pointing at. They were putting the camera right here in the other scene, and then there was a little pathway on the bottom. So the pathway might come over here, and this might be one of the spawn positions. And then if we look on the left, we see this little pathway here. I think this pathway is a good way just to, if C is going to be here for domination, this is probably the best way to take, because it is it's underground compared to this ground, and this is a good way to peek over using these stairs. And then keep in mind, this is around the middle of the map, this pathway here. So a good camping position to protect C, somebody is probably going to be behind this car. They'll probably come here, go behind this car, watch these stairs, and then if you're coming up the stairs, you have a greater vantage point. You can see them before they see you. So let's keep going.
The second is Liberation.
So
and
this is
one
Liberation, what we're going to talk about.
takes place in,
So let's take a look right here.
and this one takes place
I don't
in.
care about you. So this right here is the edge of the fountain. Behind this, like over here off the screen, is the fountain. This castle has a little pathway behind it, and this is the pathway they put in the beginning of this video. And this might be in the middle of the map, it might not. I'm not really sure, just because when I looked at the map, it did not look like the fountain was in the middle.
In Manhattan.
So if we look at this,
It's in Manhattan.
so he said this is in Manhattan. This statue right here is the Bethesda fountain. And then I put a little picture in the article. If we go down here, where did I put it? So this is the Bethesda fountain. As you can see, there's a lot of water, and the water is ginormous compared to the people here. And then in Modern Warfare 3, they made it very small. This is about the radius in Modern Warfare 3. This is the radius in real life. And there's water on the right, which is they did that in the map. And it's very clear, but in the game, they put structures here and behind the fountain as well. So let's keep going.
Liberation is awesome because it takes place in New York.
So, it takes place in New York, like we said. Let's pause right here. So, let's see what's going on. They're playing a game of Team Juggernaut. I almost thought the team spawns back here and the other team spawns up here on the radar. But I'm not sure how long a Juggernaut game is. This is 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, which could be the middle of the game. The spawns could have turned around. But if we look at the radar, let's take a look at this. There's a little island and 2 boxes behind it. So let's find out where this is on the real map of Liberation. Oh, that's Piazza. If you look at Liberation. So here we saw an island and 2 boxes, which is right here. So this footage right here is taking place on the island, 2 boxes. So they are right here looking over this direction. So if you look at the map, they are right over here looking through this pathway. And here we see a little wall and then a little structure. So this could be a little camping position for snipers as well. This is probably where a sniper is going to go looking into that direction. And then if the Juggernaut game is like around 3 minutes and this game is only 2 minutes 30 seconds in or time left, then that means that the other team may spawn around here, or and the other team spawns here. But this is 30 seconds in, which means they probably travel a little more. So they could be over here going this route. Other team could have been here, I guess, taking their time going over there. So let's keep going.
It's one of those maps.
So let's take a look right here. Liberation, this is the water on the left. So this looks like the other side of the castle I showed you in the beginning. Not much to see here other than there's another pathway here. Again, this looks like a great spot for snipers. Maybe they would be in this path looking over this direction. I don't think there's anything much here. And a sniper could be behind these bushes in this corner. looking over this way. But if a sniper was back here, this looks way too high for them to snipe behind, so they're probably going to be on this bridgeway or on this little pathway if it's blocked off.
That have such iconic locations.
So again, we see a little pathway here, which means you can go straight and you can make a left into where the snipers might be.
In it that you can easily call it out.
So if you heard what he said, let's listen again.
Iconic locations in it that you can easily call it out.
Iconic locations so that you can easily call out. So this map is definitely a big map if you need to call out positions like that.
About the castle.
So there's a castle and there's the fountain. And again, there's the random structures. I guess they want to give people over here more hiding positions. This is the castle in the back.
Fighting by the fountain.
So nothing much here. I've noticed that this stairway and that stairway is completely blocked off. So you can't just go here and go up. You have to go through this middle position to go up there. So I wonder what happens if you're over here and you're trying to knife the guy behind the fence.
For liberation, I think one of the big strategies that you want to try to follow is there's a lot of sniper sightlines.
So if you hear that, there's a lot of sniper sightlines. This is one of the bridges with cars on top. So the sniper's going to be back here, aiming through the bridge to get a guy. And I think that's what this guy is doing. But there's no bridge here. And keep in mind, there's... at first I thought this was...
There's a lot of sniper sightlines.
Right
and you need to be cautious when you're crossing.
Right here. So he's hiding behind the sandbox. This was on the map of Liberation. There's a couple sandboxes here, and maybe this one is a giant one. Sandbox back here. So he's on one of the three. Maybe this isn't a sandbox, kind of big. Tacos are radical. Send him a friend request. Nothing to see here.
Don't run and gun.
Don't run and gun. Again, long range map. You need long range weapons, so assault rifle or sniper is going to be good for this one.
More methodical, and that's going to help you survive that round.
Let's take a look at this scene. A mounted turret.
And that's going to help you survive.
Let's put it full screen.
And that's going to help you survive that round.
Right here. I'm going to try to get that first little clip. Right here. So he is on a turret looking into the far distance. So it looks like he has a good sight only in this little area and possibly this pathway. Go a little more. Here we see there's a wall behind him. And probably behind this wall is water, and then there's a city. So I might be able to conclude that that turret you just saw is possibly right here. He is behind or in front of a wall. There's probably the water in the city is back here. Looking over this position, this pathway we just saw, and this could be where the tree was. I'm not really sure. Let's go on a little further. So, more seizures.
Piazza is
Okay, so I'm going to go over this part in the second video where I talk about Piazza, talk about what I have concluded in the map. I have found something out that's pretty surprising, and you get an advantage depending on where you spawn. This looks like the map Fallen, but I'll go over in detail in the next video. Thank you guys for watching this one. There will be a link to the article I was referencing in the description, as well as pictures and the original video that I'm watching right now. So thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and watch part 2, and that's all for you today.